just run it quick before I forget the check, yeah.
Yo, GT Beats, yo, stainless. Don't delete it.
I am Kervin, Infamus, Benjamin, musical ambassador. Well, the very first musical ambassador to the Ministry of Sports and Creative Economy. Well, the purpose of the trip was to explore new frontiers and showcase what we have here in St. Kitts, well, regionally and to the world. Well, when I say new frontiers, I basically mean we do have an entertainment industry here, but it is not as vast and as big as Jamaica's Trinidad. That is what I mean by exploring, because if we don't get beyond our shores, then we're just going to be here. Well, we were there for 10 days, and from the onset, there was, recording audio sessions with some billboard recording producers and videography, cinematography. So basically, the audio had visuals to go with it. So they did audios and they did videos. Some of the producers that we worked with on the tour was Melio, who is a billboard recording producer, Galaxy, who is also a billboard recording producer, and Fresh Rhymes, who is also a billboard producing producer. So we did work with some reputable producers while we were on Jamaica. So some of the artists that the producers have worked with over the years: Killibeng, Dexter Daps, Nicki Minaj, Vibes Cartel. Yeah, so I mean, just to name a few, but they have done some extensive work with some top artists out of Jamaica and the wider world. So the videographer / cinematographer that they worked with in Jamaica goes by the name of Chris Campbell, ICJ's Films. Well, all these producers and cinematographers and videographers you can find on social media via Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, obviously. It is not the first of its kind because it has been done already. I mean, with myself, back in 2010, Minister Ricky Skerritt at the time funded a move to Canada to executive producer Ivan Berry. He's a legend in the game. So it has been done already. And so this is just me now, with my very first time as a musical ambassador, trying to advocate once again. And you see the time span from 2010 to now. So we have been fighting the fight for a number of years to convince the government and the private sector to get involved more. This new dispensation government, led by the Honorable Dr. Terence Dejour, very much believes in the orange economy. In order for us to be a sustainable island state, we have to get the orange economy booming, orange economy being entertainment and sports and all of that. So it's very broad. We have seen the rise of Byron Messiah. And there's no need for us to sit back and rest on the laurels, you know what I mean? So to advocate for more of this to happen and for us to hit the iron while it's hot, that is how this whole thing came about. And just to see entertainment grow, we have a mandate, and we did make promises during the campaign that this would happen, and we're just bringing it into fruition, basically. So it has always been something that was in the making. It was just not being funded. So it is now being funded, and hopefully I can advocate for even more of this to be done in the coming years. Individuals who went on this trip to Jamaica, we have Dejour Alexander, a recording artist. We have Krami Imark O'Loughlin, a recording artist as well. We have Nigel TruCapo Lewis, right, who is the video. Well, basically he deals with documenting the behind the scenes. Last but not least, Alicia, Wattley, the project lead, right, and manager, who kept us together and kept us 10 toes down and stuck to the program. She has many years in project management, and I want to thank her and the camera for even accepting the role as project lead and manager for the trip. So those were the individuals involved directly. And there's a lot of people behind the scenes that made this thing happen, the government being one, and I must add the Labour administration answered the call. And I honestly want this government and governments after, right, no matter the color, to take entertainment seriously. because we have seen over the years what can be done if they do. You know, it is a serious business, it's a big business. And I could say it on the camera, it's $1 trillion business, right? And there's no reason why we cannot tap into it so that we can be sustainable, right? And not just that, help the youths them, you know, because the children are the future and they need an escape, right? And entertainment being an escape for them. So I personally believe that we should invest more and just keep the ball rolling.
Studio, write couple verse and a rehearse. We get $1 million before me say the hearse. Well, I like that. They can't see me right now. Till me buy the Benz and me build up me mummy house. Till me own a couple businesses in the town. And have to double up on another.
Get a youth, supply and demand.